Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Play fake. Winston. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 15 carries, 89 yards.
But they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get to play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. On first and 10, Winston. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
So he looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start on the ground. ETN. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 11 carries, 65 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Granted, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
You did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Looking to throw. Lawrence throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Lawrence going to throw again. It fights him off. They'll roll him out right. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On 2nd down, Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the 1st round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now Winston. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now a 3rd and 6. Jameis to throw it. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Devon Hamilton drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taken right around the 44. And not only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Winston now. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Pulled in at the 24. Dancing away at the 35. A nice punt, but a good run back as well at 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great effort there with an acrobatic catch. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've